Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It is Heather, and in today's video we are going to be making some sugar cookies, and this is going to be my first time actually making sugar cookies, so I'm actually really excited. And I do apologize, it looks like I'm a little crooked for the camera, but that's okay. Let's just go ahead and jump right into the video. And I do have the directions right here that I'm going to be following. I do have everything out next to me that I need, and an extra bowl just to be on the safe side. So let's see here. I did preheat the oven already to 350. And it says line baking sheet with parchment paper, silicone baking mats. So I just have wax paper, so I just went ahead and put that on there. And then it says combine the flour, baking soda, baking powder, and salt in a medium-sized bowl and set aside. So I don't have baking powder, so I'm just going to go ahead and use baking soda like I did in my last recipe with the coffee cake. And the coffee cake actually did turn out pretty good, but it does look like, because we had to cook it a little bit longer than the recipe said to, and so since we did that, the bottom layer of cake turned out like, I think it burnt a little bit because it's like a lighter brownish color, whereas the top layer is still that vanilla looking stuff. So I think I just overcooked it by a little bit, because instead of doing it for 5 extra minutes, I did it for 10 like a dummy, because it was still really liquidy in there. So I was like, you know what, 10 minutes should be good enough, but it was too long. So, oh well. All right, so I got the cookie sheet, lined it already. I preheated the oven. So flour, baking soda, baking powder, and salt. So let's see how much flour we need. So we need 2 3/4 cup. So we have 3/4 cup right here. Here's flour. Let's do this one first. This up. Yeah, actually, let's do this. And then it said 2 cups. Okay, so we're going to need 4 of these ones. Okay, that's 2 3/4 cup. Let's put the flour back over here. Alrighty, and then it said the baking soda, 1 teaspoon. This is the 1/2 teaspoon. 1 teaspoon of baking soda, which is right here. And then a 1/2 teaspoon baking powder. Well, since we don't have baking powder, I'm just going to be using baking soda. And then a 1/2 teaspoon of salt. Okay. And it says to combine all that and set aside. So let me just go ahead and mix that real quick. Whoops. Flour. Go ahead and set that off to the side. All right, and then it says to now cream the butter and sugar together in a large mixer bowl on medium speed until light in color and fluffy. Okay. Okay. I've got this bowl here. Okay, So how much butter? So a cup unsalted butter, room temperature. I don't know if this is unsalted. I don't think it is, but that's okay, because I've done this before where I haven't used salted butter, and it said 1 cup, right? Yeah, okay. My downside about having cats, a lot of cat hair gets in this stuff. Sorry, I just like to make sure this whole thing is empty. Now this stuff isn't going to be room temperature, but it'll be okay. Because half of it is and half of it won't be. So it'll be a learning curve if it doesn't work. Or if it makes it a difference, I guess you could say. Okay, you know what? I think that is good enough for the butter, honestly. So we need a cup of butter and then a cup and 2 tablespoons of sugar. Forgot it was butter. I hate plain butter. I don't know how people can eat it. And then and then it says to, I believe, combine, okay, cream the butter and sugars together in a large mixer bowl on medium speed until light in color and fluffy. You should be able to see the change of color happen and know it's ready. Okay. Okay, so let me just double check. So, see change in color happen, and no, it's ready. Add the egg and mix until well combined. Okay, and then how much vanilla? We need 2 teaspoons. Okay, so the next part, I am going to try and make some room over there so that way I can set my camera up, so that way you guys can see, because it says to, after the vanilla and the egg, which I already did, it says to add the dried ingredients and mix until the dough is well combined. It will be thick and shouldn't be sticky. Do not overmix. Once it's well combined, use a rubber spatula to help it come together to form a more cohesive ball. That's what I meant, my bad. Okay, so give me just 2 seconds so I can clear this stuff off. Okay, so let's see if there is some room right here. Angle this down just a hair. Too far. There we go. That should hopefully be good. And then let me, oh, there it is right there. And then let me go ahead. Usually I wouldn't do that where I add it all in like that, but it said not to overmix, so I just wanted to do it all at once so that way I didn't have to worry about overmixing it. And then I will obviously take, a spatula and stir it up and everything. So I'm going to go ahead and move this back over here. Just double check and make sure. Okay. Go ahead and angle it up. Okay, good enough. So I know that it said to use a rubber spatula, but as we all saw in my coffee cake one, ours is broke and it got thrown away because I was not trying to have that same mistake happen again in this video. All right, so blah, 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 do not ever mix. Once it's well combined, use a rubber spatula to help it come together to form a ball. looks like I have something going off here. Dismiss that. Hopefully that isn't loud in the video because it was an alarm. All right, so we've got that pretty much in a ball. And it says to create 1.5 tablespoon sized balls of cookie dough. Gently roll into a ball, then roll each ball in the additional sugar to coat. Set the balls on the baking sheet. So I'm just gonna, go ahead and sprinkle some sugar in here. Okay. Go ahead and move all this stuff out of the way so that way we can fit the baking sheet up here. Okay, and let me grab a spoon. Okay, and honestly, they're probably not going to be like perfect little 1.5 tablespoon balls, but that's okay. And it says create 2 tablespoons size bowl of cookie dough. Okay, gently roll into a ball. Okay, gently roll into a ball. Well, might have to get a bowl of water and wet my hands while I'm doing this because that was a huge ball. So we're probably not going to do them that big no more. But give me 2 seconds and I'm going to get some water. Okay, so I've got my bowl of water right here. I'm gonna do this. Okay, these are not going to be perfect balls because I can't make perfect balls for whatever reason. I just can't. Okay. I can't wait to honestly see how these come out. Because I'm not a baker, so usually like I just buy the pre-made cookie dough stuff and do it that way. But this time I decided, you know what? Screw it. I'm home all the time. Might as well, start learning how to frickin' cook. Or not even necessarily cooking, baking. Maybe I should have chilled the dough, even though it said it didn't need to be chilled, but maybe I should have. Maybe that would have helped with the stickiness. But I don't even care. I'm just excited for these, honestly. Yeah, these balls are definitely not perfect circular balls, but oh well. Who cares? Not me. And neither does my family, because guess what? They're going to be eaten anyways. Probably going to end up having to get another cookie sheet out, honestly.
seems like once I put the sugar on it, it's definitely not as sticky. Maybe I should have just, you know, put some flour instead of a bowl of water. Maybe I should have just done some flour. So that way, you know, it wouldn't stick to me. But, oh well. Like I said, learning curve. Do it next time. Now for this batch, I'm going to wash my hands. Probably throw this batch in real quick. And then grab another cookie sheet, some dang wax paper. Okay, give me 2 seconds. There we go. These are going to be some big cookies, I feel like, honestly. And sorry, I don't talk a lot during my videos. I know I'm still kind of, you know, getting used to it and everything and getting comfortable with, like, pretty much talking to myself, but not talking to myself. Because, I mean, technically I am talking to myself because I'm making this video for YouTube. But technically I'm only talking to myself for everybody else. I will probably just do these two first and then put these ones in the fridge for now to get them a little bit colder, so that way I don't have to worry about this sticky, like, you know, it's sticking to me and not wanting to roll perfectly. If there's enough to. which there most likely will be. And I'm sorry if you heard my stomach growling. I am hungry and it's almost dinner time here, but I wanted to do this first because I need to make sure that this video is uploaded by Friday. Well, that was easy enough. I didn't even have to do nothing. It just rolled on in there. Whoops. Now I'm going to be really sad if these don't turn out, honestly. Be so sad. And those ones have 2 minutes left, so it looks like you guys will get to see what it looks like when they're done, because the recipe said to only cook them for 7 minutes. So let's hope I did everything that I was supposed to do. I feel like those cookies were too close. I think this is going to be the last one that I'm going to do for now. Until later. I'll be back later to finish them. All right. Let me rinse my hands real quick. Right, we've only got a couple seconds left, and I think that flips it around, so let's see. So it looks like they're not quite done yet, so I'm just gonna go ahead and do a couple more minutes. It looks like they're starting to flatten out though, but yeah, it looks like I did make the cookies a little too big. So let's go ahead and do, yeah, and I gotta clean this all up. As you saw, the flour went everywhere. I'm gonna do 5 more minutes and then check back. So I will see you guys in a couple minutes once I check back and see if those are done. And yeah, as you can see, the counters are a little cluttered. That's okay. I mean, it's not like super cluttered, but all right, I'll check back in. Okay guys, so I did say that I would be back to check in on how the cookies came out. So while I was letting the second batch cook, I had realized at that moment that I had fucked up. So I, mixed all the things together, was reading the ingredients as I was going. Well, my dumbass forgot to add the brown sugar. Luckily, it was only 2 tablespoons, but still that 2 tablespoons could have made a big ass difference for those cookies. But my husband said that they still taste great. They, he's already had 2 of them, but they still taste like sugar cookies. So that's a plus side. So next time, probably in about a week, I'll make a new batch and it will be properly done. And I don't think I mixed it enough, because when I was rereading the recipe after letting the second batch cook, it said to mix until well combined and it should not be sticky. Well, the dough was very sticky, as we saw. So maybe I didn't, mix it long enough. I'm not really sure about that. Maybe I'll just
I don't know. It's a learning curve, like I said. I just still can't believe I forgot to add the brown sugar like a dumbass. But let's see how these cookies turned out. I'm excited. So the first batch, after I took them out, I went ahead and smashed them down because they weren't smashing down. And then the second batch, I did before I put them in. And I feel like these ones look more like, you know, the ones that you get from the store. Kind of. Not like really, but kind of. Whereas these ones just look like regular cookies. And it dawned on me when I realized that I forgot the brown sugar. I was like, you know, why don't these look like, you know, actual sugar cookies with, you know, the little brown tint on top and stuff like that. And then I was like, oh, that's probably why. Didn't add the brown sugar like a dummy. But that's okay because they still came out great. Except for these ones, I don't know, like they both look really good, honestly, except for these ones kind of look more like the ones that you would buy from a store. But I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. I think they came out semi-okay. I'm sorry, the lighting is really crappy, so I should just stand like this. But, so I am going to finish the other batch a little bit later tonight. I probably won't have it in this video because that's just, I mean, I don't know. I might not even do them today. I might just do them tomorrow or something, or save them and do them for Easter, the rest of them for Easter. I will be doing an Easter video, like what we have for Easter and everything. So my Sunday video will not be uploaded at 5 a.m. like my other videos have been. It will be uploaded most likely later on in the afternoon because I'm probably going to be putting like the Easter egg hunt if we decide to have one, and like what we make for Easter dinner and everything. But thank you guys so much for joining me today. I really hope that you enjoyed this video. Go ahead and leave a like and comment down below. And if you are not subscribed, go ahead and subscribe as well. And I hope to see you guys in my next video. Bye.